saved hundreds. That's a Nim Jeff.
It's band plan anyway.
Imagine McGee immediately as soon as your mic gets unmuted.
What the fuck are those banners, dude? What is Apes? He's chomping down on that banana, man. That is illicit. I respect it a lot.
It's guys.
I didn't even notice that banner.
How could you not? That's the first thing I saw, and I really questioned my sanity because of it.
Well, I was tabbed out, fixing the stream settings.
You could have made up any excuse, but you chose the truth. What a punk. Okay, they've
It's
banned
Radiant's
Grimstroke
turn
on
to
Apes Reborn. I can respect that. These people don't want any monkey business going on in your lane. Oh man. That just came out and even like planned that. And then Lena, going from TX4. Pretty standard so far, I'm assuming.
Is Lena first ban standard?
10 seconds. Just who?
No, actually. Not that I think about it, probably not. But I'm assuming.
They might recognize some of the players or something. But
Probably.
I definitely haven't seen first ban Lenas as
I'm trying to think about
commonplace.
like some big brain reason for it, but I think it's just like one of their players Spanish Lena or something. Because as you can tell,
The
I
other
can't
bans,
recognize any of these players because I'm brain dead.
the other bans are normal. Grimstroke, Centaur, Bristleback.
That Lena one though, I think it's a signal of something. Maybe for their mid matchup. Or they don't want their support because they.
10 seconds.
Oh, okay, no. Yeah. I think it's just like they don't want a mid matchup against Lena. One of their players is really
5
good on it.
seconds.
I think at Summit,
Just who?
Complexity were picking it as a flex pick. Might have been another team though, but they were picking it like first or second, and either putting it mid or 4.
I think everybody flex picks Lena. It's just a versatile hero. When you're like actually playing with human beings and not chimpanzees, you can pick that hero and it can accomplish a lot. But
Well, then I don't see why TX4 banned it against Apes.
10 seconds now. 5 seconds.
Man, I'm gonna tip you all of my tips next time we play together.
Alright, then let's make this quick.
Remember to all chat right as soon as the game begins, okay? It's not against the rules. Tell them to hurry the fuck up. I'm hungry.
I'll do it right now.
I will literally do it right now. You're testing me.
Please don't.
I've been challenged. Don't look Apes in the eyes. I take it as a challenge. Oh, first pick. First pick, Rubik. That's good. That's gonna be some good Dota then. Which one is like the immortal stack? Is it Apes or TX4?
TX4 is the higher ranked.
Okay, never mind that. Rubik's gonna get shit on
I
so
believe.
hard. It's not even funny. I feel so bad for Rubik right now. I think they're
First
just gonna
pick seems weird.
10 seconds.
For Rubik anyway.
They're just gonna first pick lane heroes, and then
5 seconds.
when Rubik loses his lane, this hero's pretty much worthless. So they're gonna either try and force him into a tri lane, which they're also gonna lose anyways, because TX4 is immortals and Apes Reborn is not. So this Rubik is just gonna be completely worthless. That's just my call though.
I don't know. Even like it disincentivizes picking things like Enigma, because direct 1-1 counter. Things
Bane,
like that. But they picked Bane, which is same
one of the most broken heroes
concept.
in the game. If you
Rubik
disagree with
steals.
that, something's wrong with you.
Rubik steals and feeble.
Who cares?
That's
Pick Life Stealer.
well, no. I'm just saying, like theoretically, that's kind of a funny thing to do. You just E-blade somebody and they're bladed for like 20 seconds or something.
Well, good luck, Baggy Blade. Okay, CM Bane. They're looking for a tri lane, I'm pretty sure.
Probably.
Do you think they can? I don't know if they're gonna do it actually because they're doing it. They usually pick the carry second pick on Dire if you're gonna do a tri lane because then they're just gonna spend this phase banning heroes, which they probably don't want. But if they don't ban, I think they're gonna probably try and pick Sven. If they are going for tri lane, Sven, Lifestealer, Juggernaut. Otherwise, it's just gonna be standard carry heroes that feel comfortable in this game. Right now, nothing's really uncomfortable, especially since first pick Rubik, not the scariest thing, especially when you're immortal. What, cat got your tongue, buddy? Hmm? Was my high level analyzing too good for you?
Yeah, I actually don't deserve to be in the same Discord call.
We could go to Skype for
They're
it.
going. I'd been into their reserve time for a second pick. This is pretty wild.
What's Radiant's
Well, this is a
battle
very
plan
important
anyway?
pick. Mars.
Mars makes
I don't
sense.
know. Yeah, it makes
Mars
sense.
is
I
just a
just
strong
think
hero.
they could execute it. Mars is a very like weird hero. I feel. I don't know too much about him. I played him twice, but like I feel like in a Mars lane, you just want another hero that likes hitting the enemy, so you're not doing it alone. So they kind of have to choose between their targets. If
10
Rubik's not going to
seconds.
accomplish that, I'm not sure what they can pick that's going to accomplish that. Centaur's gone,
5 seconds.
Lena's gone, Grimstroke's gone. You're just kind of stuck with a Mars. And then CM's just gonna say IDC, just gonna Frostbite, Frost Nova. Remember when Frost Nova was broken for like
Yeah.
months? That was honestly like probably my favorite, one of my favorite patches, because
Remember?
it was just.
Remember when it was broken forever, but like nobody skilled it because everybody skilled Frostbite, and then Purge made a video?
Yeah, and then Purge's like, guys, Frost Nova's broken, and then everybody lost their minds. Well, at least that's why I stopped skilling Frostbite. To be fair, I didn't play CM for like a year before that video, but you know, actually no, I spammed her for quite a while before that video. You know what I
10
mean?
seconds.
I'd probably go like first level
5 seconds.
aura or something, because I'm just that brain dead.
It's Dire's turn to pick.
Wraith
It's
King
Radiant's
ban,
turn to
that's really
pick.
smart.
Juggernaut.
Yeah, Juggernaut third pick. You know, I'm calling him. It's probably gonna be a tri-lane then. Not because it's a bad dual lane for Juggernaut, but I think you can accomplish a lot more. Especially since their off laner's not going to be threatened. I don't think they can pick a very strong laning carry on Apes Reborn right now. I think they're gonna have
10
to just like
seconds.
pick a hero that's fine with losing their lane, and then
Yeah.
5
so
seconds.
Something that is a
God.
good recovery tool.
Naga is
Yeah,
one of those heroes. I
Naga.
don't know if it's good in this game, but Naga is every time I say recovery hero, Naga Siren. Like that hero's insanely broken. I watched one RTZ pub and it opened my eyes. Oh my god.
Dire
Literally,
pick
once you hit
now.
level 5, you press Q, and then you just micro 2 illusions onto anywhere in the map, and it's dead. And you just get a bunch of gold. It's
Yeah.
perfect. Wait, I'm gonna listen to the stream. Give me one
Nice
second.
Abaddon
Reset for a
5.
second.
Ten seconds. 5 seconds.
I assume they're gonna have to pick their off lane here. Unless they're gonna 10th pick off lane, which is a very weird thing to do
Are you talking for Apes?
for TX4.
It's Radiant's pick.
No,
Nope, they just go with
Perfect
Timbersaw.
hero.
Yeah.
Literally can't kill it.
They can just lane that versus Mars, and then just bully the carry with the tri-lane, if they wanted.
Dude, this is a pretty big brain analysis coming out from you. I don't know. I feel kind of stupid in this Discord. And you have
10
to worry about
seconds.
obsing, haha. I have to sit back. I'm gonna get my rope,
5
and I'm just gonna
seconds.
sit back and just laugh every 5 minutes. Like, haha, you're obsing. I'm not. I'm doing literally nothing.
Just gonna mute your mic through the whole game too. Just chill.
Oh, also, I listened to the stream. I desperately need a pop filter because my microphone is obnoxious. I sincerely apologize to anybody that may be listening to this because it is insufferable. But
Yeah.
can't do anything about it right now.
Using my headset mic instead of my nice one that has a pop filter, because it has a lot more background noise that it picks up. The big old Pepe hands.
You can't just drop a Pepe heads like that, dude.
What, I have it enabled.
Just who will Dire ban?
I don't see shit. in chat.
Anti-mage.
Anti-mage?
I mean, we talked about heroes that are fine with losing their lane. Anti-mage doesn't like it, but it's not the end of the world. I guess they're gonna try and just like pool all their resources into him, maybe pick a mid hero that can do something.
I mean,
I don't know what mid hero you pick against Juggernaut, Bane,
10 seconds.
especially because they don't have
Timbersaw.
10th pick.
Yeah, it's gonna be really rough, but they're gonna
5
try
seconds.
something. I don't know.
Because if they end up going 1v1ing Mars versus Timbersaw, then running Trilane versus Trilane, I'm not sure who wins
Okay,
that.
what do you mean you're not sure? You know exactly what's gonna happen. Apes Reborn is gonna call GG in 15 minutes. That's what's gonna happen.
I don't know. You have a lot of save from Abaddon.
It's
Very
not
good,
significant
very good
enough.
defensive support.
I guess for the tri lane, I just don't think it does enough. Like the Juggernaut Bane Crystal Maiden lane, like just gives you so much power. It's really scary to
What's
just
Radiant's ban plan
be
anyway?
against it if you're not gonna put up enough power to stop it. You just feel worthless in the lane. Like you literally just can't do anything once they have levels. So they're probably gonna try and do some lane shenanigans, try and pull creeps or whatever. But
It's a
we'll
good
see.
OD ban. Good against both of the carries from, or both the
I think
cores from TX4.
I think saying good OD ban should be illegal
10
because
seconds.
OD
Any
last
OD
ban is
ban,
always good.
yeah, any OD ban is a good OD
5
ban,
seconds.
but
Honestly, just every time I see OD last pick or last band in any game, I'm like, oh, that's a good OD band, and I think I'm so smart. That is so stupid. Like, yes, we get it, guys. OD is a strong mid laner. He's good at team fighting. We get it.
just go auto Screeves. Smile.
That be laugh. My last
That
game.
was a really fun bit of Dota where every mid laner was just going
It's
auto
Radiant's turn
Screeves.
to pick.
Oh, I called that, by the way. When Mars was released, I looked at his stats. Was that it was when Mars was released, right? Around that time. When was that?
It was near that, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I looked at Mars' stats. I looked at Atos. I'm like, Atos is really good on Mars. And I looked at every other hero in Dota 2. I was like, Atos is really good on every single hero in this
10
damn
seconds.
game, dude. And they just start
Dire
building
should
it.
pick
Next
now.
thing you know, RTZ just
Wind
sent me a
Ranger at
DM,
your
like,
service.
I really like your build. Take mad inspiration from it. I'm just gonna take it. And I was like, no problem, dude. So just gotta help out the boys when you can. Don't judge me for their silence. I can feel it. Oh, I thought that was a bug.
10
Ugh.
seconds.
That
Okay.
wasn't me judging, that was me trying to think about Wind Ranger, because I don't really understand what makes this
5
hero
seconds.
good to pick or bad to pick in a game.
I think it's always good because it's a very difficult hero to kill in certain situations. Like I think you have to have.
Without lockdown.
Yeah, it's a very coordination heavy hero, to deal with. But not like Apes. Not to say that Apes Reborn doesn't have coordination, but I think even in a competitive game, I think Wind Rage is a very good pub hero. But I think it's even going to be hard here because their communications is going to have to be on point
Choose your
with
hero.
nightmares, fiends grips, all that kind of stuff. Last pick Alchemist, absolutely unstoppable. This game is done. TX4, I would bet all my money in my bank account, which is pretty much nothing. So
Imagine having no money in your bank account.
fuck you. Anyways,
Canada, Omega lol.
I mean, they just don't give me hours at work. What can I say? I can't just walk in there, and they just don't. I applied somewhere else. That's for another day. That's for another story. Oh man, I'm looking at the stream. We were so naive back then. We didn't see the Windrunner or Anti-Mage.
Yeah, it was a whole different ballgame.
Whole different
So
world.
infinitely
10
more
seconds.
possibilities of hero picks. Could have been a techies.
We're gonna
5
see the techies,
seconds.
Oh man, I'm just really excited. I want to see their next draft. Drafts are really fun. I love them. Like they should honestly just open this game called GG and then just let us watch the draft together. Okay,
Just
I'm gonna be optimistic.
bring the
No
stream
front.
back a little bit and just watch the stream again.
Oh yeah, I could do that.
Yeah,
It is pretty lit.
easy.
Imagine being 5 minutes in the past right now. Must be Twitch chat.
I see y'all back there.
I'm gonna be optimistic.
No.
PMA. Give me 3 ways Radiant can win this game.
Anti-Mage has a free lane.
That's not happening. Next. Oh, actually, if they're clever enough, they could try and lane swap, lane dodge, anti-mage versus Timbersaw, which would be miserable. But they're gonna switch it out like really quickly anyways. They're gonna if they
That's what
want that lane to stick.
they might do. Ah, that would be bad. Never mind. Forget I even started that thought.
They if they want that lane to stick, they're gonna have to be really crafty with their like shenanigans. They're gonna have to find a way to really make it stick hard. I don't know, but I don't think they can do it.
Oh my. Ooh, okay. Middle mouse drag is way different in this. Alright.
Oh, do you have a smoothing enabled?
Yeah.
Good.
So it
It's
is.
cinematic.
It's 3 heroes running down. 4 heroes going down for bottom right.
I think they're trying to snipe the lane.
Yeah,
'Cause,
probably.
Oh, I don't have any. I don't have the menu. Like I can't even pick to watch your ops thing. Okay, I'm gonna reload into the game.
Can you?
Can I? I don't know. Actually, I'm scared to now. Actually, now I
Yeah.
get it. Like casters are always like, "Oh man, I gotta restart." BRB guys, I'm sorry. I was
Yeah.
like, "Come on, man, you don't gotta restart anything." But yeah, like
Bane wants to go up on this AM. 4
trying
heroes
to run up on
scouting it
me,
out.
dude. Okay,
Because they have that
he's hitting
observer up
them.
there.
Drops the nightmare.
Yeah, this is
Juggernaut's
first
gonna
blood.
get a free spin.
They get 2
Observer.
free
Oh
runes
my god.
top, but this is. Yeah, first blood.
First blood, 4 heroes committed.
I'm
They sit their
curious.
lane.
Yeah, Timbersaw's running top now, I think.
Really, 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 really well played from
Each blow
TX4.
sharpens my blade.
AM is just so sad. I feel his pain right now. Like you know when you know you're gonna be absolutely miserable no matter what
Yeah.
happens. You just have to hold on.
And
'Cause
Bane's
you don't
still
get abandoned.
harassing him before game even starts.
The game hasn't even started yet. Oh no.
Yeah, so it is going to be this, yep, carry versus carry. Just stick Timbersaw top lane against Mars, Windrunner mid.
Okay, I'm gonna try reconnecting. Hopefully I don't just get completely obliterated out of the lobby. Oh thank god. I really thought it was just gonna kick me out.
Yeah, I'm going to keep my eyes on this bottom lane. I think this is going to be where the kills happen. Maybe top lane.
What are the lanes right now? I'm still loading in.
So it's Timbersaw versus Mars and Vic top. Juggernaut, CM, Bane bottom versus Abaddon and Anti-Mage, and Windrunner versus Alchemist mid.
I guess that's the best case scenario for them. They lose a tri lane, and losing a tri lane is way worse than losing a dual lane.
Yeah.
So. A sec, I need to cough up one of my lungs.
That happens.
That was fun.
Alright, I should probably put up the CS charts.
Oh, did you switch the scene from draft
Yes.
to in-game? Wow,
There we
such
go, last is
professionalism
nice.
there. Still finishing loading. So I'm just looking at
Anti-Mage
black
might just die here. He has the blink, but yeah, he's fine.
Yeah, I can't say
But
anything.
both of
so-
them half health.
Oh, I'm in, boys. Still don't have the caster menu or observing menu. So I'm just gonna have to opt
As
for
far as
myself.
CS, Juggernaut's up at 7-2 versus Anti-Mage 5-0.
What's the hotkey for
Roughly
CS?
even.
Oh,
W.
W, got it.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Okay. AM's putting in a lot of work in this bottom lane. Actually, it's sufficient that I'm using my own housing, so we're looking at 2 places at once. Oh, Apes actually got a kill.
I think that was CM dying to tower.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Low on
seems like
health and
those.
mana, so.
Okay,
This
well,
top
usually
lane is just
AIM's getting abuse, but Juggernaut's getting free last hits over here.
they're just laning in the jungle. Timbersaw versus Mars.
Yeah, that's usually how these kind of things go. When you
Bottom lane?
like you have nothing else to do, you just pull as many shenanigans as you can to disrupt it as possible. Get as much XP, extract as much juice from Savage lane.
Bottom lane, Abaddon's completely out of regen. He's probably gonna look to deny himself here in a minute.
Yeah. I can see it in his eyes. I know that look. Low health Abaddon. Oh, is he gonna do it? No, he's at 75. Minimum 75. He's at 88, maybe. Mid lane. Wind Runner. 2 nulls. And we got 2 bracers. They're trading onto Alchemist. I think he's pretty happy with his farm right now. His net worth, he's, 2,000. Casual 2,000. As predicted. I think most of it, well, because I wasn't watching a lot of it, because, Dota loves crashing. But I think a lot of it could come down to just, like, skill difference. Because, in case you don't know, anybody who may be watching, TX4 is like an immortal stack, and the Apes Predator isn't an immortal stack. That takes a lot of grit and determination. This lane isn't going as badly as I thought it would. Yeah. And then Timbersaw switches. He knows, like, the whole game is just make sure Anti-Mage doesn't lane against Timbersaw. And then Juggernaut lanes against Anti-Mage. But now he's solo. Well, for now at least. Bane's coming back top. Oh, dude, he got boots. This is a sign of success. If you see a Bane with boots before 5 minutes, like, he's really, really solid. Like, he's
Jax
happy
thinks
with the
Radiant's
game
bottom
right now.
tower is about
He's
to
even gonna
fall.
get both runes, I
So
think.
he's wrong.
Amazing coordination. I
Radiant's
can
bottom tower is under
hear
attack.
Alchemist screaming from here. Get the
This'll
fucking
cover some
boots! And they're like, oh, okay, man, fine, it's okay. We'll do it. The Timbersaw. Again, just doing some lane
Is Dire going
shenanigans,
to
getting
let
as
that
much
middle
XP as he
tower
can.
fall?
Powers becomes exponential when he gets reactive armor. Diving the tower casually, level 4. Because, that's how Timber do. He's in the trees. Oh, the pure damage. Beautiful. And he just walks out like pretty much full health. You're actually using hotkeys to set zones? Pepe laugh. Oh. I just want to comment on, like, these lane shenanigans that both teams are pulling. Because since both of us are really, really bad, we don't see it as often done in our games. But it's such a critical part of pretty much any game. Like, just
Dire's middle tower
taking
is
the
under
creeps
attack.
from behind the enemy tower before they reach there, in certain lanes, can absolutely ruin the game. If you're playing Luna, and the enemy isn't pulling the creeps out from behind you, like, you really just should say GG. Thank you for throwing the game, because it's the most obnoxious thing you could do to somebody, and it should be illegal. It's so annoying, because that hero can't CS otherwise.
If you're looking for Radiant's bottom tower, better hurry.
That's rare. Rubik died as well. Alchemist is just chilling in the jungle, literally AFK. Let's see what he thinks. I don't think
Dire's
it's
top
that.
tower is under attack.
I think he just wants farm, because he gets a lot more farm. He's just gonna. Well, if you look at the creeps he gets, he's getting the Dark Troll Summoner, which summons the skeletons. He's getting the Mud Golem. He's getting a lot more gold from jungle than he is the lane. I think he's just gonna focus on like farming the jungle and just come to defending the tower like he just did a second ago. So a great prediction by me, calling something that just happened. Yeah, it's going right back. And top lane, Juggernaut, still trying his damnedest. that's the hero. He just gets another free kill sitting underneath the tower. Oh, counter tip. Yeah, Bisbeck.
having a bad day. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Jesus Christ. What's this guy's name? Rom JK? Okay. NA players, please stop doing that. It's obnoxious. Just make your name something pronounceable. Nobody thinks it's cool. Anyway, like, Clankers. Thank you. That's a great name. Clankers, love it. Cool.
Radiant
Song.
structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under
You know, I
attack.
can hear that. CM Ganja. It's a little, but I can dig it. Romjuk.
Folks seem to give you a wide berth.
Please, guys. We don't want EU players to have anything over us. Just get better names. Appreciate it. Meanwhile, we have Yaboii DP.
Radiant denied their bottom tower.
That's why I call you Mr. Pound. It's a lot easier. Yeah, it's also swanky.
Denied.
I like it. But back to Dota 2. I mean, the story of this game.
There's a fine line between
Juggernaut.
bravery and stupidity.
One of the most important things for a Juggernaut game is how many heroes you can just click R on and they just die in the early game. Because you farm pretty fast, but it's always better to be farming on the map. It's typical rule, you
Radiant are
know?
scanning
And if you can
enemies.
farm heroes, even better. And Juggernaut's one of those heroes. He has all the tools to farm heroes, but he just needs the opportunities. And this game, he has a lot of opportunities. Just right-click it, or to R on a hero, and just go.
Very good actions for Radiant's middle tower.
'Tis mine. Double time.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a few more
Radiant's middle tower is
Juggernaut
under attack.
casually walking underneath the tower, pressing R on somebody before this game hits like 20 minutes. I'm saying 2 more times. Just in my experience, I only have 100 games on that hero, so I'm pretty low brain, but I feel it. Oh, he's Super Saiyan. He's got Radiance. I mean, did you just call GG at that point? Double the net worth of the mid laner?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So, I think it's always a fun question to ask is how does X team win this game? So, how does Radiant win this game right now? Their most powerful hero on the map is a level 9 Wind Ranger with
Radiant's
Javelin,
top tower is
Phase
under attack.
Boots, double nulls. Okay? Conversely on Dire,
Too scared of
you got
Radiant's top
level
tower.
12 a Radiance Alchemist, level 8 Timbersaw, Arcane Soul, and he's about to get a hood,
And over here,
and Juggernaut,
Radiant's top tower.
who's almost has drums.
And here's a fortification.
Radiant has one powerful hero,
Is
Dire
Dire
has
going
3.
to let that middle tower
Simple
fall?
math, and he's not known
Dire
for it,
don't
but
look
I
too
think that
scared of
spells
Radiant's top
GG
tower.
if you do the division.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Killing spree.
Be dreaming. That all you got?
Bane does a little feed, but it's okay.
And over here, Radiant's top tower about to fall.
I think he's pretty far behind. Well, what's he doing right now?
Do Radiant want their middle tower
Yeah.
to fall?
Yeah, I think it's good. Yeah,
I
I
think
think
Dire's
if
fortification will
if they
work
just
best.
keep making space for him, he could be able to,
Radiant's middle
you know,
tower
become a
is
factor in
under
this game pretty soon.
attack. It's not
Okay,
every
not
day
pretty
you
soon,
get
but
to see
eventually,
Radiant's middle
you
tower
know.
fall. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Double damage.
So I'm looking at the Jug Cam right now. He just picked up his drums. That's a very good item spike, or power spike. It doesn't do too much, but it does make the hero feel a lot better. I used to buy like 3 Wraith Bands, but then I started realizing that that's pretty much just 1 drums, and it's a lot more item slot efficient. So he's pretty much holding 4 Wraith Bands right now. When it comes to like survivability, being able to kill other heroes, he has his ultimate, he has drums, he has Phase Boots, Wraith Band, Wand. This hero is going to be very difficult to kill if he's going to try and pursue other heroes. And I think Dire's going to try and start making things happen with him pretty soon. Meanwhile, in bottom, they are making use of their
Dire's top tower is
It's a
about
critical
to
part of the map.
fall. Just wait.
as BSJ would say, you know.
Jax thinks Radiant's bottom tower is about to fall. Dire's
Really
top
cripple
tower
them.
has some Radiant
Animage.
problems.
Doing what he can.
A scan from Radiant. Dire's top tower is under attack.
So they
Dire's
trade
top
towers?
Tower has fallen.
Oh my god. Wind Ranger is level 11 now. When I last talked about them, they were level 9. So that's progress. Almost has an MKB, actually. I don't think that's... Do you think
Dire's
MKB
top
is really like
tower
the
has some
item in
Radiant
this
shake
game?
problems.
Would you want to know? Yeah. I think the item's really overrated. Like, it doesn't do...
If it's on the battlefield, I kill it.
I would... that's what I'm saying. I think that's wrong. Like, I think Milnir does the same thing, if not better, than MKB. It literally does more damage. I've tested it when it comes to DPS. Well, at least on certain heroes.
Ooh,
I think with
Dire's
Windrunner,
career is
especially,
so
I
good.
think Milnir does
Impressive
because it's
what
200
they've done.
magic damage pretty much every like half a second versus. Oh, okay, that's a fact. All right, my bad. Well, I think a lot of games people buy MKB, they really could just buy Milnir. But I think in this game, I guess MKB is pretty good, especially against the Timbersaw Alchemist. You want to just be able to really mess up the hero. Really clear.
This'll come in handy. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Wow. Shoutouts to the level 9. He's on the bounce back. He's recovering. Okay, Mars, getting ready for a fight. Left up. CM drops a Frost Nova. He's eating his health. Frostbite. Stuck. Nothing. I hyped that up for no reason. Fire me. I thought something good was gonna happen there. I was getting ready. Oh my god, Abaddon's actually level 7. I thought he'd be level 4 still. I'm gonna follow him for a minute, just see what he's doing. I think he's just... Yeah, very. But he's winning! Oh yeah, and like minutes ago, right?
Jax thinks Radiant's bottom
Okay.
tower is about to fall. So he's wrong.
Yeah. Okay, Rubik's still spinning. He's spinning onto the Timbersaw. There's a lot of damage going on, and it's not enough, though. Juggernaut stuck on the wall. He's going to retaliate very quickly. He's spinning in the middle of this fight. Healing ward's down. Chasing down the Mars. Ultimate! Omni Slash! He's going! He's hitting the front of the shield, though. Optimus chasing him down. Hits
I
him.
will
Jax
ignore
thinks
your
Radiant's
email
bottom
number of
tower is
kills.
about to fall.
Part of the formula.
So he's wrong.
That's very important timing, you're right.
Radiant's
Yeah.
bottom tower
If
is
they
under
just
attack.
if they held off for just maybe one more minute, that fight could have gone really differently. But like you said, Pink was tilted. He's mad. He's like, guys, we need to win the game. Juggernaut, you've had drums for like
Radiant's
5
bottom
minutes now.
tower has
Let's
fallen.
go. And they just won it. He's off it.
Jax thinks Radiant's bottom tower is about to fall.
That was one thing I was gonna mention about the MKB. Alchemist has a lot of... He's pretty low HP. High HP regen though, but he's building armor. So if they have a lot of magic damage to counter that, I think he could die pretty shockingly fast.
So my mic's been muted this whole time.
Are you serious? I listened to the stream. Oh, actually, no. Yeah, I only heard my voice now.
Radiant's bottom barracks
Probably
has
should
fallen.
Yeah, I just got a message through Discord. Somebody catching me on that.
Well, you know what? You're dumb and didn't say anything anyways, so.
I got some good insight. Smile.
Yeah, okay, guys. For anybody that is actually watching this, he said a lot of great stuff, okay? I got the exclusive insight interview from Yaboii DP.
Dire with
He's a
the
very smart
scan.
man.
They're doing the smart thing, just backing off, not trying to throw the game at 18 minutes.
The ranged pig would DM me. Or he added me.
Yeah, that was rough. That was a rough time to be alive.
Radiant's bottom shrine is under attack.
Oh my god, my computer's being really slow.
Alchemist is... He could die here if his team doesn't get there quick enough. That's still no MKB on Windrunner.
Radiant's
They decide not to follow
bottom
through.
shrine has fallen. Do Radiant want their middle tower?
He got his ultimate off, so it just
Dire's top
really
tower
stopped
is
them from
under
being able to go on.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Okay, so now while Twitch chat is, you know, catching up to your embarrassment,
Radiant's bottom
why don't
barracks are
you
about to
just
crumble.
give him a preview of who you are, how great of a caster you are? I want you to cast this next fight.
No,
You have to.
I'm not a play-by-play. I'm an analyst.
You have to. Do it. I can't cast. I'm an analyst.
And they
Okay.
just
Oh, Alchemist
can't.
gets hit into the tree. Are they gonna do anything about it though? Not looking like
Alchemist
he gets
is-
lifted. That's though. That's
He's,
it though.
he's chilling with a heart. He just, they couldn't stop him from slapping their barracks.
Hope there weren't too many.
He's taunting up to mid lane.
If only Wind Ranger had like 4,000 more health, I think they could have done
Dire's top
something
tower
there.
has been radiant shaped very well to Dire's top tower.
Thank you for laughing there. I felt that was a good joke.
Oh, I wasn't listening to you. I was laughing at Alchemist getting speared
Under attack.
Oh, go suck yourself.
into the ape sign.
Fortified.
Okay. He gets speared again. Into nothing this time though. What a play!
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Throwing out the stuns, hits nobody. Golden Rectifier. Is that what it's called? Rectifier?
Yeah, it's Golden Rectifier.
Sick.
Execution style.
Okay, there's a fight. Mars Arena's up. 2 heroes in it. CM's in it. Doesn't want to
Immediately.
be. They're trying to get out. You can't get out though.
Oh, the
Oh, he
save's
gets
coming
bounced
out from
back in, but they're
Abaddon,
trying to
making sure the
chain
Mars
out.
couldn't die.
CM ultimate going on to absolutely nobody, but I think Radiant's can look at this as an opportunity to go right back in. No, everybody's really low.
Yeah, low
They are
on 3
missing a
heroes,
curveball.
no mana on 2.
No Mars ultimate for 1 minute.
This
Alchemist
is-
hitting this space freely. Barracks looking
Our friend
dire.
Windrunner does have MKB now, so if they can find a stun on Alchemist,
Oh, they find one. They
Or
throw him
sh-
right back into the midst, but he's doing actually
Act-
0 damage
yeah.
right now. It looks
Alright.
like. If they could get one good stun on him, but they have no Mars Arena. He can't do anything. He's just walking out scot-free. All his
Dire's
HP
just backing
right
off.
back.
waiting until that
And that
next
issue-
Alchemist ult, I guess.
The issue I mentioned before was he had really low HP but high armor.
Radiant's top
Now he has
shrine
high
is under
armor
attack.
and high HP, so magic damage isn't good enough. They have to do
Take that.
all the damage. Pure, physical, magical. They just have to do a lot of damage to him in a very short period of time, because otherwise he's just gonna go full HP
Yeah.
in a matter of seconds. Oh, but another
They
fight.
almost
Might be
found a
coming up
kill, but
They're
the
looking for
shackle
Juggernaut.
shot
Well, they
doesn't
find him
stick.
though. Anti-Mage chasing him down. Does he have a basher? No, just Yasha. That's not gonna be enough to stop the masked swordsman from running away from your base. Faint
mid,
but hey,
you know, CM just nuking creep waves.
level
What is
10.
Windrunner gonna do about it? Nothing. Can't.
Because Windrunner is a cuck. Looking to get a Blink Dagger next. I think that's gonna be very important. They could help them pick off some heroes, but I don't think they can do it in a team fight. It's gonna have to be like after they see some spells drops and they lose 2 heroes. Windrunner can probably pick up a kill on CM or something. Juggernaut's been spending most of his game in the jungle. Well, I'm in no position to criticize a player like infinitely better than I am. I do wish I could see him in a little bit more present in the game. I think he could have been a stronger force, but his team did everything without
He's
him
the
anyways.
insurance.
Yeah, he's the insurance policy because his team was perfectly fine without him, so you might as well just farm. And it's not like he was just AFK jungle all the time. If his team was on one side of the map, he was on the other, so it was perfectly fine.
And the Chakram's
Stolen
coming out
Salve.
from Rubik.
Winston
He's-
gets a lift. He's instantly dead, as predicted. By
He
every
tried to
human being
snatch
with
it.
their advice.
Was not successful.
Mars ripped up. Saw blades going right onto him. Chain misses.
Clankers. Our boy Clankers getting
Gets
stunned up.
stunned up. He's spinning. Mars.
No.
God of War is dead. Casualty of his own battle. Casualty of his own
Radiant's getting
battle.
friendly with Dire's
Abaddon's the
bottom
only
tower.
one here, ready to defend this base. Windrunner's trying to get right back in. No Fiend's Grip to stop her.
Radiant's
He
middle
has no
barracks has
enfeeble. Just not
Look at
skilled at
Dire's
all.
bottom tower, Jack.
This is last I looked, Timbersaw didn't even have mech. Now he has a full Guardian Greaves, just chilling.
There goes Dire's
Okay,
bottom
Mars
tower.
ult. He misses the spear onto CM, but
Radiant's
she's
middle
fighting
tower
back.
is
Actually, you're not stuck in here. I'm not stuck in here with you. You're stuck in here with me.
Killing
Actually,
spree.
Army slash onto
Dominating.
2
Mega
heroes.
join me.
That
Yeah, on
is
the Omni
healing right
slash.
across, right?
Yeah, the
Healing
GG's
across
come
the
out.
fight.
Mega kill.
Yeah, GG. I just have to
Impossible
stroke,
kill.
dude. I wanted to say like 4 things at once. That was so sad.
And TX4 takes game 1. In very convincing fashion of 23 minutes.
Wow, convincing fashion. This guy's getting invited to TI.
Alright, and we're back with game 2 of TX4 versus Apes Reborn. And this time, TX4 first banned their own Alchemist.
Oh, that's actually crazy.
Still, Grimstroke ban coming out from Apes.
So,
Gotta respect
this
it.
time, you guys won't think I'm insane and I'm talking to myself, because now you can actually hear him. Isn't that
Yeah.
wonderful? The power of technology.
had some technical difficulties. They've been resolved.
Just
So
who will
Mental
guide
technical difficulties, actually.
just a
I
mental
think I'm
difficulty.
cursed. Because I casted an artifact tournament once. Because I actually like that game, unlike you haters. But I was casting a tournament, and it turns out
What's
my
Radiant's
casting
battle
partner was
plan
muted for
anyway?
an hour or 2 hours, I think. And I just didn't know. And like the stream was really delayed. It was like
It's
30 minutes
Dire's turn
delayed.
plan.
And someone in chat is just like, yeah, who are you talking to? I was like, oh, all right.
You hate to see it,
It's
honestly.
just really awkward.
Yeah.
But it was good. You guys didn't get to hear it. It's exclusive, like I said, but good.
TX4 banned Rubik. I guess they
Was he a
didn't want
problem?
Apes to first
10
pick at this
seconds.
game.
Yeah, I guess it's just one of those heroes that if set up properly,
5
it's a
seconds.
problem. But that hero didn't have a chance to
Yeah,
be a
I'm
problem.
very surprised that they first banned it though.
I'm very surprised at first ban Alchemist. I think that
It's
hero
Radiant's
you
pick.
can't first pick it anyways, right?
Yeah,
So I don't know.
you'd have to have a
And even if
pretty 9,000 IQ draft to first pick an Alchemist.
yeah, like I don't know. But maybe it's just like I don't want to play against this hero no matter what. We were so obnoxious that game. I don't want to be on the flip side. So let's just get
10
rid of it
seconds.
as fast as we can.
Yeah, that could be.
It's Dire's turn to pick.
But
First pick
Crystal
CM.
Maiden.
yep, CM still coming out.
Good hero, just very solid laning. And
It's always
not
nice to have the
consistent in
aura.
middle.
Now.
Always nice to have the ultimate as well. Apes Reborn going for a ballsy Enigma into Sand King. That's I don't know.
That's not the trademark opener though. I don't
It's
know.
not trademark, but I think they can do something with it. I guess
I
I
guess
wouldn't feel weird
Sand
about
King
it.
is a strong enough solo laner, I guess, if they're gonna do like a jungling Enigma. But
It's
I
Radiant's
think it's just
turn
like
to
the
bat.
first picking them,
Behold the horn of
and a
Magnus.
Magnus coming out from TX4.
confident pick. The signal obviously signals they're probably going to try and pick a melee core, but there's a wealth of them. I think I would have liked to see it third picked, so they have a chance to. They have less bans to pick their hero, but
10 seconds.
it's never the end of the world. Oh, they get no bans
5
actually,
seconds.
just deny picks, right?
And I hope they come out with a nice PA.
Oh man, that was the scourge of 2018. Going into reserve time for this ban, it is pretty vital. They can cut off a lot of options for Apes Reborn's draft at this point, but they gotta spot it first. Personally, I think at this point, it's just all these heroes are just always good picks, pretty much.
Just
But
who
like
will
Juggernauts,
ban?
OD, Ben, I could see, I guess. They're gonna try and shut
They're
down the
the
mid
ones
lane,
that banned
because
it last game as well.
if you can shut down their mid lane, and they have an Enigma Sand King, I think you really
What's
suffocate
Radiant's ban
just
plan
any plan they
anyway?
have to win the game, essentially. I think their mid laner is going to be very critical in enabling their heroes to play Dota. Otherwise, it's just going to be really sad. Just having Sand King sitting top, doing nothing, just but farming for himself, and then not being able to transition to any lane because their carry
10
isn't going to
seconds.
be strong enough. Silencer ban for the
5
Enigma.
seconds.
Alright.
Yeah, BKB piercing silence. Always a sad day.
Like I was saying before, like the reason the Enigma Sand King pick feels kind of weird, I guess it's just because like they were picked side by
Just who will
side.
Dire
You
ban?
never really see the Sand King next to any hero
It's
really. It's
Dire's
always like a
turn to
third or
pick.
fourth pick. It's not a bad first pick, but
And there goes the jug ban. Pretty expected. Versus
yeah,
Magnus.
CM as well. Like it's actually a pretty good first pick, because what do you pick against the Sand King? Do you even want to pick anything against the Sand King? Like, do you want to sacrifice that? I don't know. You just pick heroes.
10 seconds.
Same thing with the
It's
Enigma.
one of those offlaners that it's hard for
5
it to
seconds.
pose a threat to your safe laner, but it is just going to be able to get its farm, get its blink, and make moves after that.
It's kind of like Axe, but less aggressive, because Axe can secure his own farm like indefinitely, and just completely obliterate a lane. It's really strange that that hero hasn't been nerfed into the ground because of
It's
how
Radiant's
obnoxious he
pick.
is. But they picked
Well,
Dazzle. I think it's going to be kind of an all-any draft. Like probably again, their mid laner is going to be very significant this game. So Dazzle, maybe a Huskar pick could be potential, but I think they're wanting heroes with a bit more flexibility, reach, disable.
I have faith that they won't let a Huskar Dazzle go through
10
I don't think they
seconds.
care. I think it's
without
a
at least picking some sort of counter for it mid
5 seconds.
preemptively.
if I'm TX4 and I see Dazzle and I expect a Huskar, I'm just gonna pick I'm just gonna pick a hero that doesn't really mind it. I don't
Because they still have 3
like I said
counters. I mean, not the end of the world.
like I said before, like their mid laner has to bring a lot to the table pretty quickly to make this game go well for Apes.
What I'm really
I don't
curious
think
about
Huskar does that.
is this going to be a mid off lane or support Magnus?
Let's see the next picks. I think it doesn't really matter how much farm this hero gets this game. He just needs to press in power and have his level 6 ready. Uh, I guess if you want to disable their mid laner better, you could give
It's
him a bit
Dire's
more
turn to
farm,
pick.
get him his Blink Dagger. But they
axe.
picked Axe, which is going to be very vital into that position of just shitting on a hero. I think potential picks are still Ember Spirit. Axe is good against that. He's good against any hero that I think Apes Reborn could look to pick
It's
for that
Radiant's turn to
role.
pick.
Slark,
Slark.
really good pick this game. This hero is going to be able to trade nicely. He's one of the only carries that's not afraid to hit Axe early
Oh,
on.
there's very few.
Very few. We lost them all in the great hit Axe campaign.
Everybody tried,
10 seconds.
just failed. Like the sword in the stone.
5 seconds.
Except
Slark is King Arthur in this metaphor.
this sword is just covered in just spikes and blades
It's Dire's turn.
and heroin.
Ember
Oh,
spirit.
okay. They steal the Ember pick, actually. I don't know if it's a steal, really, but it's really good for Reborn. Or at least it might have been. I'm thinking, like, every time I think about, like, a mid-hero that kind of fills the role, I'm thinking of just being able to just jumpstart your lanes. I think about Storm Spirit. But
10
I know Storm
seconds.
Spirit get absolutely shit on here. So I'm trying to think of a hero like that that isn't Ember Spirit.
5 seconds.
And I don't know, I can't think of any.
Yeah, whoever they pick mid, it's going to be a weird matchup. If this Ember Spirit ends up being TX4's mid and not their carry, then Huskar is technically still a pick that can happen because that absolutely dominates Ember Spirit in lane.
And I think the pressure to make your mid laner carry your game is a bit alleviated now you have a Slark pick. Because I said before that their carry is not going to be strong enough to transition with the Sand King Enigma. But I think Slark isn't going to be strong enough, but he's not going to be too far off. I think he has a shot at it. I'm really excited for the Apes last pick. I just want to see how wrong I was. And they
Yeah.
just like fucking they just pick like Puck. Oh wait, Puck. That's actually a good pick for what I was talking about.
Imagine
It's
actually
Radiant's
just
turn to pick.
flaming a pick, but it's exactly what you thought they were going to pick.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so for my they just pick Zeus, you know. I'm just waiting for that. Zeus is a dog shit pick here.
So, I mean, likely they won't pick it then.
I
No.
can't wait for them to pick it. I'm so
10
excited.
seconds. It's Radiant's pick.
Okay, last ban Huskar. They smell it.
They smelled it. They smell the blood in the water.
What the fuck was that?
That's a Slark voice line.
Oh yeah. Blood in the water, mate. Boy.
Alright, let's stop with the accents. This is...
I'll get it out of here in no time, mate.
Oh yeah, boy.
10
Okay,
seconds.
last pick. I'm calling it PA,
5 seconds.
PL. Has to be able to stun.
Could just
Anti-mage
be something
is
like a
good
life
there.
stealer.
Lifestealer as well. I know. I think you want an insurance policy. You can't pick Lifestealer. It's gonna be a heavy hero. Spectre is god tier as well because you're not gonna lose the lane and you're not gonna lose late game, and you can just obliterate all these heroes with it. I don't know what music you have on, but I have the desert music, and it's just really pumping this up.
I forgot that Dota has default music on. I don't
Yeah.
have any on.
You don't have
Dire
any
shit
music
to
packs?
come.
Oh,
I don't
Sven.
have any planned.
Oh,
So is Sven.
oh baby.
And
That's a
power
great
farming
pick.
with Sven, huh?
That's just some next level stuff. I
That's a
think
feels good, man.
this hero can carry your lane, he can carry your mid game, and he can be a reliable insurance policy in certain games. And I think that's one of these games. He has a great stun, can stop Enigma if he gets in a position. It's not
10
too long
seconds.
range, but it can work in certain situations. He can just blow
5
up Dazzle
seconds.
before he does anything. He can man fight Slark without being too afraid. He can survive an epicenter fight with his raw strength. Plus, he has two other strength heroes that don't really mind it either. Plus, the Ember Spirit has magic shielding. He has to be one of the first heroes to die, but it's not going to be easy considering the other heroes on his team. It's a really smart pick, and it's going to do a lot of work in this game. Last pick. Timbersaw!
Choose your hero.
How's that mid? Yeah, I think Drago's are mid laner. Clankers is our off laner.
Okay. So,
This is
I guess I would have picked Huskar then, because Timbersaw is a worse Huskar this game. Because he doesn't offer what I was talking about before when it comes to being able to transition your side lanes as the mid laner. But it's a good pick. So it's not exactly what you wanted, but it's not the end of the world. So I think they would have been a lot happier with the Huskar, but they couldn't get it because it's banned by the big brain songs. You know what? Bulb was probably drafting for them. He's just sitting in Song's chair. The greatest mystery of all time. Who's drafting for EG right now?
this is easy Bulba draft. I don't know.
Yeah, it really feels like.
I actually know it wasn't the second pick carry actually, so never mind.
I love Bulb. Great guy. Good guy.
Good guy. And
I
a
know
Dota
absolutely
legend.
nothing about him, but I'm gonna say he's a great guy anyways. Oh, you dickhead! You didn't put my name in the title, or your name in the title.
Well, I mean, yeah, I should have put your name somewhere.
I'm just like a disembodied figure. I'm a ghost. I don't exist. I exist, okay? My name is BettersonMcgee. I'm the greatest Dota 2 player of all time, sitting at rank 1 in all regions.
He has 4 accounts. Oh, there's pings coming out. Questionable at the best.
You have done a
Very.
great
Thank
Dude,
you,
my
OD
brain
Pixel,
is-
for making a guest appearance.
Alright, man, you can get on my broom now, you know. Go back to whatever you were doing downstairs, make poutine crumpets.
Ah, that's pretty racist. Yeah, what is Yellow drawing? What do they want to do?
He's drawing a mole on the ape's face. Give it a nice beauty mark.
Oh, okay. Makes sense. They're just gonna look to secure the top runes on TX4.
It
Chilling.
doesn't feel as good since you don't have an alchemist this game, but oh, he's walking right into them. Poison touch.
This is
Oh,
this
Slark's
is first.
AFK.
Slark is actually AFK. Okay,
Call GG.
30
I'm typing it
seconds to
right now.
battle.
he got pinged by his Sand King.
Luca's getting kicked.
Luca.lft. Anybody looking for an NA Dota legend when AFK in a pro game?
Oh man, okay. We shouldn't flame him too much. That was funny. Don't worry, Luca. I don't know who you are, but I like you.
I like your
Okay.
skin.
I have it.
I do too.
Time to raise bloody hell.
Oh yeah, because you're a whale.
I'm
So
not a
yeah.
whale. I'm like a shark.
Oh, Luca! Don't do this to me, Luca. Please survive. Don't. He
No.
has self.
Oh,
he
I
doesn't
thought
do
he
it.
was just gonna dive under tower. Well, he's probably still gonna self. Yeah. Oh no. Oh, he got Skeever
man.
level 1. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Bryce is
The Apes,
averted.
the Apes are throwing some
The
dung.
bottom lane, 1-on-1 Axe versus Sand King. I kind of
Yeah, there's no
expected
point in
this.
watching it.
They're just gonna chill down here. Both farm.
This'll come in handy.
There's
Do
no
their
point in
thing.
watching that
Now
lane.
tri-lane
They're just gonna
versus
have-
tri-lane top. This is exciting.
Yeah, don't move your camera from there, man. I'll tell
Actually,
you what's happening mid.
I think I like Apes tri-lane better, personally.
Really? The Enigma? There's not even gonna be a tri-lane. Like,
That's,
he's gonna jungle.
you know what? I thought about the two red, the two heroes I saw. Though this is denying range creep XP from the other tri-lane, which is already going to be splitting XP 3 ways. This is
That's actually insane. Yeah. That's gonna be pretty...
quite a bit of value, and it is Dazzle still, and Dazzle is a very strong laner.
Yeah, they have the poison touch. They don't have the sustain. That would make this lane a lot nicer to play in without the Shadow Wave would, but they're gonna go without it for not too long, so it's not bad.
However,
Just hitting him as much as possible.
we're
Enigma's
missing
in the
our
jungle now.
Magnus is
Oh!
sniping Courier.
Oh!
That
Courier has been
killed.
sniped. This
Right.
song is actually insane. Every could have had him in the next game, in the last
So
game.
that's
He's just doing crazy stuff.
that makes Apes feel real bad for their mid laner. I don't know how that lane is supposed to go, but without that as I don't know.
I'm just gonna say this. Somebody in chat thought I said I was listening to default music. I said I was listening to the desert music. Okay, pal. All right.
Yeah, but it's
I'm
still
not a patrician.
like Dota music. I don't know.
It's so nice though.
Probably. I don't think I've listened to the Dota soundtrack in years. Any of the packs.
It's really nice. It's really nice.
Like it's probably since 2015,
Dazzle's
which was the
done.
year I started.
Haste rune onto Magnus. Lets him just get right behind the Dazzle, bring him back. He's really low. He's gonna go down to Sven's sword. Magnus chasing down Slark, but Sven's getting the receiving end of this. He doesn't have a shield up anymore. It's broken.
Hasted Magnus doing his thing.
Slark has
They
13
might-
agility, but it's not gonna be enough to save him. Bet you wish you were having strength.
I bet
Huh,
you wish
buddy?
you were looking for Team CM Ganja, getting that last hit on a carry.
I think you might be on the seat for a while now after that, don't you think?
Meanwhile, we have our Enigma. Has his soul ring, but can't call it out because Courier is dead.
Pepe love.
I think it's very funny that Magnus didn't see Enigma, and Enigma didn't see Magnus when Magnus went to go kill the
I
Courier.
was looking for that. I didn't see that whole shenanigan. Also, I forgot to tell you. I think you could turn up like mic and like Dota on the stream. It's pretty quiet. Like, I have to turn up quite a bit.
Is Dota
here.
quiet?
No,
Well, I
like
have-
everything's quiet. I think you'd like turn both up equally.
Well, I
Unless
have
it's on
my
max.
mics on max, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or mine's not on max technically, it's slightly below, but that's because otherwise I was peaking. Which isn't great.
I peaked in high school. Oh.
I have not had last hits denies up this entire time.
Neither have I,
Observer
actually.
DP is much worse than caster DP.
You mean analyst? There's obs and analysts. There's duality of man. Oh, Sand King's getting a little aggressive onto Axe, but you never want to be aggressive onto Axe. He's always gonna take that trade and just
This is
Run
this
wild
is
with
just
it.
a clowny lane. They just wait for each other's creep wave and then just kill it, cut it.
like I was
like-
saying the last game to seemingly nobody, but I was talking to you. Chat doesn't know that, but I was saying that creep pulling is very significant in pretty much every
Sven,
lane.
Are you
Like,
still
if
so
you-
blue under that armor?
Especially when the carry just can't CS under tower. It's just a double bonus. Because you're ruining their lane and making yours better. It's just so strong. And I don't want Valve to mess up with it, because it's very
Dazzle?
fun.
Got a very
And
ballsy
complicated.
salve off there, and it's going on the aggressive against Sven.
Laid off.
See him?
Enigma's really doing a good job of denying all these range creeps. Let's look at the level disparity. Sven's level 4, CM's level 2.
They're still
That's
lower
not bad.
leveled on Dire.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Well, what are the denies then? Sven has 3, CM has 1, Magnus has 0. Then what's happening then? These...
I think Enigma hasn't been denying the
I'll
range
take
creeps.
your
I think he's only doing it occasionally. I think he's been using it on the camps themselves, trying to get more farm. Just
Yeah,
very greedy, but I mean,
remember
I
when
don't know, I
just
can't
remember
stop
when we
him.
were talking about
He's
how
a
the courier was
beast.
dead. he couldn't get to the range
If you're
creeps
looking for
and
Radiant's bottom tower, better hurry.
deny them for like quite a while. So he is pretty much like not doing that. I just completely lied.
And
Oh, there's a fight
Ember,
going on.
Ember's no
Basil
longer
in a lot of
laning.
trouble. He has no way to heal, so he's gonna die there. But Slark's turning around trying to get a kill on Zion, but it's not gonna be enough. He gets
Good save
trampled
coming
over
out of TX4.
songs.
Dire's bottom
Monster
tower next.
leaps away right back into the safety of his tower. Shockwave brings it back
like
just a
to-
little bit.
Direct your attention to mid lane. They're not even laning
Radiant's getting
in
friendly
mid
with
anymore.
Dire's
They're
bottom
laning
tower.
behind the tier 1. And Ember's
Timbersaw
losing
side.
on his own side. Oh wait,
Timbersaw can just do whatever he wants.
no, that was Ember Spirit actually that went to go cut the wave to try and farm. Okay,
He can't farm on
I
top
got it
of the
backwards.
lane. Actually, no. I think it's. I don't know the lane matchup mainly because I'm brain dead. I don't know any mid matchups besides like Shadow Fiend versus like Shadow Fiend. So
I've actually never played Ember versus Timber. I'm sure
you
that's
spam
Timber
Ember?
favored.
you spammed Ember for like a week, right? And you never came across this lane. It's not a common one.
No, it's not a very common lane. People don't just think to pick Timber mid in RMR. Like Timbersaw in a lane that's not off lane? Are you throwing? Omega?
Dude, what are you doing? The guide says off lane. Like, oh god.
Ember's making his way up top to try and get a kill on this Slark.
The flames rush forth.
And will
they gonna do
most
it,
likely
though?
be. He doesn't have Searing Chains though.
Yeah, he has no
But he
chains.
does have a
but
haste rune.
You don't need chains when you have massive balls. They're chasing right underneath the tower into the trees. No TP's come.
Dire's tower is about to
Get
fall.
the
No
kill on the
rotations.
fish.
Luca did ping the tower a couple of times after he died. Very salty, probably. It's really,
Oh, man.
we're getting into the
I
heads
just
of
love
these
stuff like that.
players.
Because I know I've played with you too many times to be this Slark and just like that's all he's doing right now. But he's gonna try and get some revenge.
And
on his
underneath the
friend, but he
tower,
has too much HP. A whole 900
Ember-
HP casually
Ember
just
just-
taking tower hits. Frostbitten underneath his own tower in a lot of trouble. No mana for the Storm Spirit or for
There-
the Storm Hand.
I don't know if Ember jumped to the wrong remnant or if he meant to get rid of his safety remnant, but he just remnanted himself underneath the tower, ran out of mana, and died to creeps because of it. So I don't
can't
know.
default dance. Shoutouts to RA Smace. I don't know how to pronounce the name. It's deranged ping. You watched my WoW stream earlier. That was fun.
7.5 minutes in. Sven about halfway to Midas. I guess Magnus is attempting to lane mid. That cannot be going well. Axe bottom
So-
already basically has his Vanguard.
Oh, that's always good. Let me tell you, you already know about my axe build.
Yes,
I
your Echo Saber
Okay.
axe build.
it's very specific to the game. I'm a firm believer. Dota is a game. Every single game is different. Always adapt to your situation. And I had a situation where my only option was to buy Echo Saber into Blink, into Vanguard, into Skullbasher, because I was the strongest hero on the map for like a solid 30 minutes because my carries were just brain dead. I think Axe is a very, very versatile hero, but he's very like because you look at him, you're like, okay, build Vanguard, build Crimson Guard, Blink, Blade Mail, but he can do a lot more. And I think
Yeah.
that if people get a little bit more courageous in exploring that, you'll see a lot of more creative things, especially at TI. I'm calling it. You're gonna see some high-brained, no-tail strats with Axe.
I think the big thing is that 40 attack speed talent at level 10 really allows him to go into different builds. Because if he didn't have that, it would be a lot harder to go into some sort of carry build with Axe.
That build I was talking about would be absolutely impossible without that talent, because you're pretty much like the way random chance in this game works for the most part is it's pseudo random. So if you get Skull Basher is 25%. If you hit somebody 3 times and you get a bash, the 4th is guaranteed.
Right.
If you blink onto somebody with Axe, Echo Saber 1-2, and then you call, you're guaranteed like 5 seconds of just stun downtime, and
Yeah.
you're spinning, and you're hitting them, and you're getting spins from your hitting. It's a very strong build. Anyways, don't at me. I'm not insane.
Enigma still doesn't have his blink, which is kind of
He
a
has
sad
Black
bit.
Hole though. Sven getting leashed up. CM has level 3, no way to really stop this push. Cole running down the lane, running straight at Enigma, challenging him to use do it! I dare you! Running him down, Facebook, and everything. He gets a taunt. Wrong DK.
Absolutely dunks on Enigma.
Absolutely the best thing. And he's not done.
Cole is
He's
just being a man.
through. This is what you do on this hero. When you
This
realize
Dazzle
nobody
might
can
live.
stop you, you
This-
just
this
want
Dazzle.
their middle tower to fall?
Look at this
Dire's
man.
top tower
He's
has
TPing
major
out.
problems.
insane. He's crazy.
Absolutely insane.
Radiant's
Do my
bottom
pings
tower
register in the
is
game?
under
I really hope not, because I was picking him.
Dire's top
Okay, good.
tower is under attack.
Did you
It's
even see
only
those?
I can see it
Big farewell,
because we're on the
Dire's
same
top
casting channel. If we were on different casting channels, I wouldn't even be able to see your pings.
Thank you for the insight. Enigma looking to try and do something mid.
No, you're not a
He
very
knows what-
experienced caster.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And I can say the very same thing for you, my friend. But
Radiant
you know what? I
structures are
won't, because
fortified.
I have respect for you.
Dire's top
Sand
tower
King
is
went
under
Veil
attack.
first so that he could farm a little bit
Radiant's middle
faster, I
tower is under
guess.
attack.
Okay.
I think a Blink would have been useful to have, but I'm not, you know,
Do
I'm a firm
Radiant
believer
want their middle tower
that if you're
to fall?
garbage, you shouldn't flame people that are better than you.
that's a very fair point. And I am
So
garbage,
I'm not-
so I shouldn't
I'm
be
not gonna
flaming him.
No, I'm not. Again,
But
It's not every day
let me
that
finish
you
my
see
my,
Radiant's
my
middle
sentence
tower
here,
fall.
because it's a very good sentence.
I'll take yours.
Radiant's
I'm not
bottom
flaming the
tower
guy,
is under
okay?
attack.
Forgiven.
But I think that's game losing.
A
Item
bounty
builds.
which my matriarch will
this is
grant.
a 4-stacked ancient camp on the
Jax thinks Radiant's
Radiant
bottom
side.
tower is about to fall.
Oh yeah,
He's
Magnus
wrong.
has been putting in the work. So flame all you like, because I absolutely
Radiant's
believe
bottom
that
tower is under
that
attack.
item, I don't think there's any way, at least my brain can't find a good reason for it.
Veil Sand
I
King
think-
is very strong.
Okay, but right now,
I just don't know if
Jax
it's
thinks Radiant's
I
bottom
think if he
tower
bought
is
anything
about
else,
to
it
fall.
would have helped advance his
He's
position.
wrong.
I think if he bought like a hood, actually not a hood, maybe, you know what? It's not that bad. You see, this is why I don't flame people that are better than me. Anyways,
Shooter.
okay, so Enigma really wants to drop this black hole.
this
He should just chase
this Timber
Cole.
Saw is very deep.
Cole doesn't care. He doesn't care about the enemy heroes. He's gonna walk right up to your strongest one and start hitting. Magnus takes down Enigma before he can do anything in this fight. They're stuck with that hole here. Dire's forced to retreat for now.
Dire don't look
Axe.
too scared of Radiant's top
Wants
tower.
blood.
Radiant
Slark hitting
just
this tower. He
fortified.
knows it's time to run. He's slithering away. He gets his drums. It's not a very common
Radiant's bottom
item I
tower is
see,
under attack.
Just fine.
but it's definitely
It's very good stats, movement speed.
it's got merit. Yeah, so
Jax thinks Radiant's bottom
your
tower
buddy
is
in
about
chat
to
said
fall.
Dota's a little
He's
quiet,
wrong.
but the mics are fine.
Yeah, I fixed it.
Oh
So-
yeah, I didn't even see. You
5-minute
responded.
delay for it.
Radiant's bottom
Forehead.
tower is under attack.
I love forehead. It's a great emote. Okay, so
Radiant's
as I asked you
bottom
last
tower
game,
has fallen.
very important question to ask is how does X team this game? And I think it's decent to say that both teams can win the game right now. So first,
Yeah,
how does
it's-
TX4 win?
It's not. TX4 wins just by taking good fights, making sure that they don't get black hole, I think. If they just make sure they save, or they hold stuns until after Enigma tries to black hole. Because he doesn't have BKB for quite a while. He's going Blink first,
Radiant's middle tower is
and
under
doesn't even
attack.
have that yet.
But they're gonna look to try and kill this Sand King. They don't have any vision. It's gonna walk through the sand cloud though. Are they
Do
gonna
Radiant
microwave? Please
want
tell me
their
they're gonna
middle
microwave.
tower to fall?
They
No.
don't. Don't need to. Oh,
They got it, they got
armor.
it, they got it. They
Sand comes
almost,
in.
they
Done.
almost killed that courier.
Oh, Timbersaw's going on the gun here. Chasing him
missed
down.
the
Dire
stun.
troops are helping him.
A
Oh,
dominating performance.
Axe farming with
And
Empower.
A little skirmish going on top. Slark's really low, but the Ember Spirit has no real fuel damage anymore. He's gonna have to try
Bottom?
and kill him the old-fashioned way. He has one more
Agnes?
remnant good. He's
Agnes,
gotta
I
chase
think,
him with
is
the
dead.
drums.
Dazzling
Searing
no
Fists or
more.
Searing Chains is not up yet. He has no
Radiant's
points
middle
in
tower
Searing
is
Chains.
under attack.
He has to keep Sleight of Fisting. He has one more remnant again. He just has to hit him. He's not gonna kill him. How much you wanna bet? Yeah, he's not killing him. He's gone.
Yeah, he's not killing
That's
him.
a free kill him.
Got a nice leap out there. And then bottom, we missed,
running for her life.
we
Decent
missed
build for Crystal Maiden.
Apes.
Bracers always feels nice.
Apes actually winning that skirmish bottom and making
Dire's
sure
middle
Slark
tower
lived top.
is
That's
having a
very,
bad day.
very good series of events for Apes if they want to make their way into this game.
like you were saying, they just have to make sure their fights decently, because they want to make sure they exert their force. Axe is a very forceful hero in that sense. You don't want to have him have a lead. They took their he stole their ancient stack here. Very well played, big brain move.
Now
But they did a
CM,
really good job of
she's
that.
just stacking it again. She's chilling.
They did a really good job of focusing Enigma last fight. They always stayed spread out, and they just really targeted him when he was vulnerable, and they managed to just
Axe?
burst him down before Enigma could cast any spells. I think he might just try and black hole here. He has no Midnight Pulse, not enough damage actually. He might do it though. He doesn't have mana for it.
Well, I mean,
actually.
because they have the dazzle,
Bottom tower is about to fall.
they could have killed him,
He's
but
wrong.
just decided against it.
He didn't have mana. I don't think they would have had the damage. to kill him
Radiant's
anyway.
bottom tower is under attack.
Timber Saw in a little bit of trouble. 2 heroes against 1, but Sand can come in
Jedi,
and fail.
yeah.
He's doing a lot of work. Oh!
me.
Timber Saw steals the kill on this one. This one made TP's mid. Drops a Frost Nova, hits 1. 10 seconds for the runes. Let's see how they move around the map. And
Big
turns out they're
thing.
just gonna move right down the mid lane.
Big thing to
They
note
want
is
this
that
kill.
Sven used his ultimate to farm the double stacked ancients, so he didn't have that for the engagement and just died.
Well, it paid off because he's top net worth. Just about 100 gold ahead of Axe, followed by Sand King, who was at the top net worth. But
Oh.
I don't know why I said followed by. He's like,
This is
oh, this is a big fight.
Killing spree.
big
Black
fight.
hole coming.
A nice black hole hitting 3 heroes.
Really well done. Keeping all the core heroes stunned.
Regeneration.
Magnus has no mana for RP. Not going to turn this around. Sand
Do
King
Radiant want
bursting down the
their
Sven.
power
He's
to
dead. Heals up onto Magnus.
You was no
Chain, no stun yet. Throw the poison. He's
Dominating,
really slow.
I guess.
RP's not fast enough. He's dead.
And the biggest negative of this entire team fight for TX4 is Sven's Midas is off cooldown.
He finally has Searing Chains. Clicks forward, he gets the stun, and he kills it! That's amazing timing.
CM, that was risky, because CM, if she was any closer, could have gotten that kill.
Radiant's middle tower
She
is
still
under
could, but not seeing him TP.
attack. Radiant just fortified.
TX4 really...
And they back
Losing a lot
without
of
taking
their
that tier 2. That was a full team
I'll
wipe
take
without
your
them getting
team.
any objective off of it.
illusion.
Which probably isn't the best, a good action.
It's just a net worth change, yeah. And that usually doesn't translate to much. So it's not the end of the world for TX4, but it definitely does affect just the game flow. You're not going to feel as powerful on the map
Dyer's
anymore.
middle
'cause you
tower
aren't.
is under attack.
You're not going to be able to just dive towers anymore
You think
casually.
Dyer's fortification will work, Dix?
And as we
What?
see here, CM getting a
Is
little too
Dyer going to
confident and
let
trying
that
to get
middle
the
tower fall?
Actually
punched by the
decided
stun.
against going Vanguard and just stopped at the Ring of Health, getting an urn, and now finishing up a Spirit Vessel.
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
I see the thought process in that. But Slark doesn't care whether he's thinking about it or not. Drops
Yeah, Slark
his ultimate.
doesn't quite have his diffusal.
Bonded.
Jax
You
thinks
and
Radiant's
Axe
bottom
goes
tower
forward,
is
gets the
under
call to Timbersaw. He's forced to hit him. Dumps right through the shallow grave.
in your bowels. Shadows.
Now TX4 just doing their best run at them impression, you know?
No mana for reverse polarity, but he doesn't need
Double
it.
kill.
CM's also doing plenty of work in killing that Enigma.
Killing
Is
spree.
Dyer going to let
Another
that
kill
middle
coming up
tower
from Sanking
fall?
onto Axe. They get the dust off, but they don't see him. Now they do. They can slide
Caught in the
fist. Chains.
flame.
Frost
They changed.
Dyer's middle tower
They're
is
deciding
under attack.
against going on him. I guess that Veil with max level Sandstorm is quite a lot of damage, especially with that
See.
talent of plus 40.
This is why I don't play
Dyer's top
Quebec.
tower has some
I,
really-
That's-
I really did think that it was a
Dyer's
game ruining pick, but I thought about it a little bit more. Like he couldn't really buy anything else because he couldn't buy Blink and then just like win his team the game because his team wasn't strong enough to do that. So he just bought an item to help him farm, give him a little bit of burst potential to threaten any heroes to try to stop him from farming, and all is well. And it's paying off because it gives him armor too, a lot of intelligence, solves the mana problem. He's got a Solar Crest now. He's really well off in stats. He's a very strong hero right now. A force to be reckoned with. Second in net worth.
Unseen, but not unskewed.
Magnus has his Blink here with the Maelstrom being finished on Ember. That's 2 big item timings. I'm not sure if Magnus had the Blink in the last fight. Didn't quite see.
Magnus chasing our adversary, chasing down this Snake King. Shines up. as a deterrence. Empower onto him. He's gonna
Jax
farm a
thinks
lot
Radiant's
faster
bottom
now.
tower is about to fall.
Bottom tower's in a bit of trouble.
he's wrong.
I'd like to see Dire try and
Solar
rotate
Crest on Sand King.
He is damn near unkillable.
Yeah. And I guess if he uses that against Sven, that's going
See him in
from...
a lot of trouble. Melting
Radiant's
down to
bottom
the
tower is
midnight
under
balls. Her
attack.
body's twisting and turning, but Axe gets the call into two, just barely getting Enigma. And the reverse polarity on Dunk. He's
Jax
dead.
thinks
There's
Radiant's
gotta be no
bottom
black
tower is
hole.
about to
Well,
fall.
there he gets
Killing
two.
spree.
He uses it, but he's gonna go down to the slight abyss.
What?
Oh my
This
god,
is Gabe
double
Newell.
dunk. Oh
Thanks
my
for
god,
playing
these
Dota
guys are
10.
insane.
Double kill.
TX4 with the
Yeah.
myriad of skills.
Apes back on the back foot yet again. Getting caught out in the bottom jungle.
Oh my heart, that was nuts.
Slark going back to farming, same with Sand King.
I know none of these guys, but I so for some reason invest. I love it. Slark, yeah. What's he up to? He's leashing it.
Sven
That
almost has
change, though.
BKB finished up.
That was that lucky of a change of him? Because I think it procced the Maelstrom, didn't it? Because that was a lot of damage. I don't think it was just the hit that killed the Enigma. It has to be the Maelstrom proc or Maelstrom proc.
Never refuse.
Oh, he just wanted the rune. Okay. I was surprised that he didn't try to kill him there.
They might get a little bit more than they bargained for, though. Dire chasing down this Sven. Shadow Dance. You can't Shadow Dance through that call. But Sven's gonna go down anyway. You never saw. Axe stuck in the middle of this fight. He gets used up. Any stuns? Any stuns?
TX4 has a couple of heroes coming back up on the back line.
Double call
Killing
again.
spree.
Spin and kills down the Slark.
Double kill. A dominating performance.
Down
The lesson was.
eventually.
This-
Sand King.
Despite the good initiation, they still killed two of the cores on Apes out of that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
If I'm
went
on
better
Apes
than
right
it
now,
could
I'm
have
kicking-
been. Oh, TX4 still lost two cores, but
Instant reactions coming up from TF. Like they saw them coming down. Let's go, boys. Turn this around. Any ultimates? No black hole up for 90 seconds. Reverse polarities done for 15. Sven has his ultimate. I think. No, he's just gonna TP top. Yeah, this is what I do. You can't look at a lane like that and say, oh, I'm just gonna TP bottom. He's gonna get his BKB off of this.
yeah.
But he's
BKB
not
is going to be
able top
nice to
bottom.
have, but he can still get black hold. Notably, with that
And then
BKB. And now, Ember Spirit trying to go behind the tower to kill a support that has a no death clause.
Yeah, Shallow Grave saving his own life there by his own graces and the healing salve of the ages. Keyboard here.
Sand King,
I really wish I had the
interestingly,
upside.
going for Boots of Travel next.
I think it's essential because if you can see right now what's happening on the Dire or the Radiant side, they're just keeping all lanes pushed out. Because if they can even just keep one hero out of the fight, especially since they have an Ember Spirit who can just push out lanes constantly, you need to counteract that
Dire's top
somehow.
tower has
You
some
do not want to
Radiant-shaped
take a fight
problems. Radiant's bottom tower is under
at a
attack.
disadvantage for yourself, especially with the Enigma. You want to have as many people there as possible. So they need to
Double
have some
damage.
hero to TP
Jax
there.
thinks Radiant's bottom tower is about to
Sven
fall.
can miss his ultimate for this.
He's wrong.
Strength
They're
renewed.
gonna get this
Purpose
right
with
kill.
it.
Relatively unchallenged. Double damage as well.
DD ultimate.
Dire are scanning for enemies.
They know they're there though. They're beelining up there. They notably don't have Ember Spirit in the fight.
Do you have a smoke up? No, they don't have.
And
they're just
Ember
running
Spirit's
go fast
TP is on cooldown. Okay,
No
he had
vision,
a remnant.
though.
He had a remnant mid.
Bonded.
Roshan could get stolen here. It's not in the.
Not
safe
an
zone.
impossibility.
Sand King, Epicenter. We're looking for a big ultimate that might come out very soon from either team. But Sven's really low. BKB doesn't stop Slark from punching you, man.
He's waiting to see.
A dominating
Reverse polarity
performance.
onto two. CM
Luka snatched it.
Slark turning right onto the
Mega
CM.
kill.
Salagrave keeping him alive
Double
in the
kill.
middle of this fight. Sven really low. Sand King turning right onto him. Stun. Shrine. You gotta pop it, my friend. You gotta pop it. He doesn't. He's gonna pay for it with his blood.
The Roche kill still went the way of TX4, but Luka was able to snatch the Aegis out of there. And it's a 5-man wipe.
Absolutely unkillable in that fight. He had
Eh.
Shallow Grave, Aegis. I didn't because just
Do
waiting
Radiant
for
want
somebody to
their
come
middle
in,
tower
blink
to
and do an
fall?
ability.
Radiant's middle
There's
tower
Magnus.
has fallen.
But it didn't pay off. So we have the true
And here's a
underdogs
classification from Radiant.
the Apes Reborn
Radiant want
pulling
their
out a
middle
win
tower to
from
fall?
the Immortal stack.
It's not over. They are up here shortly.
Radiant's middle tower
They
is
are,
under attack.
even if they lose this game, it's very well played considering the potential skill gap.
Dark light.
Radiant's middle tower
And
has fallen.
I appreciate the Solar Crest pickup on
Radiant's
Sand
middle
King because it's
barracks are
just
under attack.
such an obnoxious item to play
It
against.
really is. That item,
Get
nobody, there's not a single hero in the game that's not like buying solar crest. If you can afford it, and you like, it's not gonna break your bank, just buy it. It's a good
So
item.
I'm not sure if you saw my theory crafting yesterday, but support Tinker rushing Solar Crest.
I lost you as soon as you said Tinker.
Okay.
And over here,
Timber Saw
tower.
going to be a casualty of this high ground push. They were only able to get the tier 3 tower.
Yeah.
Big
as
old
well as
dunk.
King. Enigma, just farming up for his BKB. He made a lot of progress since we
Illusion.
last checked him out. That Roche fight paid a lot of dividends.
He used
But
that
Radiant's looking for blood.
Ring of
Sven
Health on
sees that.
Axe to get Hood.
Done. Shockwave. He's gonna die before Shadow Grave? Of course he is.
Lost.
Slark is fairly close to his BKB, about 1,000 gold off.
It always feels bad buying BKB on Slark. But he's
Yeah.
scouting. You'd love to
Going
just
like
pick up
SNY
Butterfly right now.
Satanic is so beautiful.
Is Dire going to let that middle tower fall?
So beautiful, your voice cracked. Pepe left.
Crystal is out on Sven.
Never refuse gold given.
We're just
Dire's
gonna
middle
try
tower is
and
under
take the
attack.
tier 3 back.
Ooh,
And
Dire's
Ember
middle tower doesn't
Spear's
last long.
going around just picking up the rune's top. Magnus has got the rune's bottom. This is,
Bounty which my matriarch will prize.
despite that last 5-man wipe, TX4 is still 3k in the lead.
So back to my grand question of life. How does Apes win this game versus how does TX4 win this game right now? So TX4, like I'd say it's like 50-50 the fights they took. They took fights that they could take that were beneficial for them, but they also had fights forced on them that they didn't want to do. So they tried to go for that kind of win condition. It didn't pay off. But we never discussed Apes Reborn, and I guess it would just be to force them into unfavorable fights, wouldn't it?
Yeah, if Apes can get the jump with the Sand King ultimate and just Slark being able to pick people off, and good jumps from the Enigma once he finally gets BKB.
And pick people off he will. He's going onto this Ember Sphere. Not going to be able to keep him remnanting, but he doesn't have to remnants up. Black Hole onto 3
Nice.
heroes!
Black hole on the 3
Oh my
after the
God.
epicenter.
Dead.
But the counter
He's
epicenter.
really right back into the fight.
Counter reverse flare.
Really low HP is on. Probably going to buy back as well. Sand
Double
King's coming
kill.
up.
Double kill.
Ember at the bottom this whole time. Ember Spirit had Empower on that whole time,
Killing
just searing
spree.
back into the fight.
Impossible.
Really? I didn't know it was that. I was just... My attention just focusing on that black hole, man. I love those big ultimates. CM, Frostbite's a Slark. Timbersaw's really low, and Vestal.
Dominating, I guess.
Here.
Ultra kill.
Axe blinks right back onto him. He's gonna try and
Axe
kill.
is
Spinning.
trying to
Is
be a
he gonna
manly
get it?
man.
He has no mana though.
Could.
That's a fatal miscalculation. He has
Radiant's
one.
middle barracks
He's
are under
very
attack.
close to getting a double kill. But
He's gonna swarm a bit, pop the damage, and start hitting. That's all you need on
Mega
this fight.
kill is
Opportunity.
cut.
He takes it. Sand King though, hitting the racks. I didn't
5
even
down on
realize.
TX4. Sand King pushing mid for free.
Magnus is the only one that's gonna be able
Radiant's
to put up
middle
a
barracks
resistance
are under
here.
attack.
Blink forward with the
Even then-
Radiant's
shockwave.
middle barracks has
It's
fallen.
reverse polarity on cooldown.
Okay, but
60.
3 die heroes coming in. They're gonna be able to keep Sand King here. He's not gonna be able to block away before Slux gets here. Oh wait, wrong. They're on the same team. See
Strike.
how tired I am? Okay, this
Radiant's
is
The
middle
buyback?
barracks
last
are under
stand.
attack.
See?
Buyback from Magnus
Radiant's
doesn't
middle
even deter
barracks
them.
has fallen.
Yeah, what's this hero gonna do? Throw electricity at you? Like, you don't care. You have a Slark. Timbersaw with the Shivas, Holy Locket. He's healing like a madman right now.
Enigma chilling with that BKB, very close to getting his mech.
Slark has his BKB up too. Oh my god. Sand King catches the Ember Spirit out. BKB, is it gonna be enough to save him here? Yes, it is. Blinks right back to his base. Not gonna be able to blink his tower out though. It's gonna suffer.
Did Radiant's
Alright,
bottom tower
Waiting
just
for
fall?
this axe to
We
respawn.
don't answer that. Radiant's bottom shrine is
Turning his
under
attention
attack.
to the shrine thanks to the Sand King's efforts. gonna be available for destruction. Sven, top net worth still, followed by the Ember Spirit.
Radiant's bottom
But
shrine
Clark
has
is one of
fallen.
those heroes where it doesn't matter how much
Radiant lost their
net he has.
rejuvenation
Again,
station.
as long as there's
I
the
wish I had
opportunity
this
to
back
just
in
take a
top
fight over,
Reef.
he will. 15 agility right now, or 45 agility stolen. 9 permanent. He has the invis rune. He's gonna be able to tell when he's detected. He's gonna tread with caution until he doesn't need to. Sven is none the wiser to this. Do they know that he's isolated?
Could
He's
be.
safe. He's gonna go
Magnus is
Magnus.
about to perish.
He catches the timber saw with
They're
his
unstoppable?
charge, though.
Oh
That
no.
was a negative for him.
So this is what we were talking about before. Apes Reborn has to get the jump on them, force them out of their comfort zone, and make them take fights and make them. Right now, for example, Sven being a little too close off the steps, but he gets the call on the 3. Yeah,
Jax thinks Radiant's
keeping
bottom
them
tower
at
is
bay
under
for
attack.
now, but he gets dunked through the shallow grave as usual.
Nothing.
Searing,
Good
sleight
sir.
of fist, gonna be able to kill the single stock. Call, keeping the Slark stock. Black hole on a 3 heroes, very important one as well. Frostbite
Double
kill.
kill.
Wrong kill, you might have wanted
More
to
than
click
2
it just a
kills,
little bit to
but
the
less
right,
than
yeah.
4 kills.
Well, the
That's
BKB was up, wasn't it?
5 heroes
Yeah.
dead, 3 no buyback.
They're all dead. This game is a swing of swings. Nobody is safe. But are they going to be able to transition to the transition into objectives, which is always the most important part about getting kills. If you don't do anything about it, you might as well have just hit creeps. Jungle creeps, to be specific.
And in that fight, Ember got his axe.
Really? You're seeing all these things. I'm like half of my brain is just melting.
Never
I
refuse
can't even
gold
form proper
given.
sentences.
Look, you're just here to, play by play the fights,
Am I? I've been like having a stroke, like for the whole game.
Yeah, but like, that's a stroke every time a team fight happens. It just happens to spew out good things.
Nice, nice
Is
save.
Dire
Dude. I
going
was
to
about to
let that
leave.
middle tower fall?
You saved me. AC on Sven. It's nice. I don't commonly get to buy it, but it's usually because
Dire's
of
middle
four.
tower is under attack.
But it's a really nice luxury item.
Dire's middle tower
Oh my
has
god,
fallen.
what is that remnant? Goes round to Dazzle.
That
Didn't even
was
expect that. You see it coming. Shallow grave. Is it
very-
good enough to
Dire
save it?
might not have
Very
enough
manly
Nice.
Ember Spirit.
Shockwave into the sleight of fist, takes out the Dazzle, disappears under the lightning.
Dire's middle barracks
TX4 is
has
looking to
fallen.
make this game, make short work of it. Spark TPing in. Just
Now
a little
they're
bit more threatening.
even on racks. Just
Yeah,
like that.
This game, perfectly balanced, just in the net worth department. It's not.
TX4 backing off to try and get their Roche. This is just cheese.
And their
And
efforts
Aegis.
will not be in vain. They're gonna get it. That's for damn certain. Nice smoke. 1 minute for Black Hole.
Thank you, Songs, for the monkey
Dire's bottom
business.
tower is under attack.
That's
They're
the counter smoke
smoking
coming up
into
from
each
Dire.
other.
They're gonna smoke into each other. Sand King, gonna be the first one, gets called. Black Hole not up on Enigma.
Dominating,
But
again.
first polarity is from Magnus, going into the backline. Timbersaw in a lot of trouble.
That-
See him multi
must die.
on the backline.
You
Ember Spirit's
first.
going forward. BKB on the Slark. Is it off? Yes, it is. He has no way of breaking it.
Mega
He's
kill.
dead.
Dire's bottom
There's
tower
double
is
nobody
under
here to
attack.
defend the
The
Dire
reaction
right now.
time from
They
Sand
have
King.
And they won't have the Dazzle for much
They're
longer.
unstoppable.
The Blinks from Axe, Slark.
Should not have
Only
brought
hero that can put
Bottom
up
tower
resistance.
has fallen.
They're going straight for the ancient. They
Is
want to
Dire
call
going to let
GG
that
and they
middle
want to call
tower
it
fall?
now. They want this game
Dire's
done.
structures are fortified.
Somebody's making macaroni and cheese and it's boiling
Dire's
over
middle
the
tower
stove
is
right
under
now.
attack.
Slark.
That
What do
was
you
really big from the Sand King. His smoke popped before they initiated
Is
on
Dire
him
going
for a
to
good
let that
couple of
middle tower
seconds,
fall?
but there was no
Ooh.
reaction.
I don't.
Dire's middle tower didn't last
Yeah,
long.
I don't remember if he
He didn't stun, he didn't sandstorm, he didn't do anything. He just stood there.
He's died.
No.
They focused on probably the most important hero, Sand King. Without
And now it's
Dire's
GG.
middle tower has fallen.
that's game. Just like
TX4
that.
take the series 2-0.
Happens to be under attack.
One smoke, but
He was
Not
about to
too
get a
low in
5-man
vain.
black hole.
yeah, 4-man, I think. But honestly, Apes Reborn putting up a fantastic fight. That game was, like, if you told me that was TI Grand Finals, I wouldn't believe you. But I think it would be groups or something.
That could have been like TI closed quals,
yeah, legit. That was some really good quality Dota. A lot of effort put in from the Sand King. I'd probably vote him for MVP. He put a lot of initiative on himself to keep this game going with his item build ingeniously put to just give his team a little bit of oomph they need to get themselves in a good position. And he carried them to a lot of good fights, but just that smoke at the end, if they had just a little, if they were a little bit further back, if they weren't going up onto the high ground, if Dire went for Roshan instead of to turn around and go for the base, this game would look a lot different. But Apes Reborn playing remarkably, as well as TX4, obviously, since they won. But fantastic game for both teams. It's like, what now? Do we,
Really, that was really. I have to applaud Apes Reborn's efforts there. They gave good run for their money, you know, despite the MMR disadvantage.
I'm looking at it now. There's 2 Immortals on Apes Reborn.
2
1
versus
Divine.
5.
Yeah, so it's pretty much 3 Divines, 2 Mortals, and then 5 Immortal. You know, MMR is just a number.
MMR is just a number, and mine is very low.
And mine is non-existent. On ranked, maybe. Can't get flamed for your MMR if you don't have any.
Unranked for life. That was the best of 2 between TX4 and Apes, taking it 2-0 on the side of TX4.
I've been BettersonMcgee.
And I've been Yaboii DP.
Thanks for watching, gamers.
Alright.